Hey there, monster fans. Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving deep into an epic showdown that has been on my mind. It's the colossal battle between Godzilla and the Mammoth monster. Now, we all know and love Godzilla, right? The king of the monsters has been smashing it in movies and pop culture for decades. But what about the Mammoth monster? This giant creature brings its own unique flair to the monster mashup. So buckle up, because we're going to break down their powers, the epic battle, and who might come out on top. Let's start with the legendary Godzilla. Godzilla first stomped onto the scene in 1954, born from the fears of nuclear destruction. It's been a wild ride ever since, and he's been portrayed as both a destructive force and a protector of humanity. Godzilla is known for his impressive abilities, including that iconic atomic breath, which can level cities. His durability is insane. This guy can take a beating and still keep coming back for more. Throughout his cinematic journey, Godzilla has battled everything from other giant monsters to robots and even aliens. Remember the epic clash with King Ghidorah? Yeah, that's the kind of craziness we're dealing with here. Godzilla is not just a monster. He's a symbol of resilience, always rising up no matter the odds. Now, let's turn our attention to the Mammoth monster. This beast might not be as famous as Godzilla, but it brings a lot to the table. Picture a giant mammoth, but supercharged and ready to rumble. The mammoth monster is said to embody the fury of nature, drawing from ancient myths related to woolly mammoths and ice giants. It's got the size to rival Godzilla, and wow, can it pack a punch. One of its coolest abilities is the ice attack. This monster can unleash powerful blasts of frost that can freeze anything in its path. Just imagine the impact of a giant mammoth crashing through the city, leaving a trail of ice and snow. It's definitely not one to underestimate. All right, picture this. With a chaotic city skyline as the backdrop, both monsters are headed for a showdown. The atmosphere is tense, and you can feel the ground shaking as they approach each other. Smoke is rising, and the streets are eerily quiet, as if the world is holding its breath. The sun is setting, casting a dramatic glow over the scene. The mammoth monster bursts through the icy remnants of a winter storm while Godzilla emerges from the ocean, roars echoing for miles. Is your heart racing? Because mine is. This is where the battle is about to explode into action. And here we go. The battle kicks off with Godzilla launching his atomic breath right at the mammoth monster. The blast lights up the sky, but the mammoth monster isn't going down that easy. Instead, it charges forward, showcasing its incredible strength and slams into Godzilla. The two titans collide, shaking the very ground beneath them. Godzilla responds with a tail swipe, trying to knock the mammoth off balance. The mammoth monster retaliates by raising its trunk and unleashing a frosty breath that covers Godzilla in a layer of ice. Wow, talk about a game changer. The crowd gasps as both monsters battle it out, trading blows and showcasing their unique styles. Now the tide begins to turn. Godzilla gathers all its energy and unleashes a massive atomic breath that completely melts the ice surrounding it. With a determined roar, Godzilla charges back at the mammoth, knocking it to the ground with a powerful strike. But wait, just when it seems like Godzilla has the upper hand, the mammoth monster springs to its feet and delivers a devastating ice blast that temporarily stuns Godzilla. Both monsters are visibly exhausted, but they refuse to back down. The spectators, in our imaginations, can't believe the sheer power and intensity of this battle. We're reaching the climax of this epic face-off. Godzilla and the mammoth monster are both showing signs of wear, but the energy is electric. Godzilla prepares for one final atomic breath, getting ready to unleash its full power, while the mammoth monster, leveraging its sheer size, aims for one last charge. The ground shakes as they both launch at each other. This is going to be one for the ages. The moment feels like it's stretched out in slow motion. Boom! They collide with a massive explosion that lights up the sky. This is it, folks. So, who comes out victorious? The battle's outcome is up for debate, but we can say both monsters showcased their incredible strengths. Godzilla displayed timeless agility and power, while the mammoth monster proved that sheer size and unique abilities are no small feat either. Ultimately, this battle highlights how both monsters are emblematic of different aspects of nature. Destructive, yet beautiful. Whether you're Team Godzilla or Team Mammoth Monster, It's clear that these titans would leave a lasting impact. What do you think? Who would win in a rematch? Let's chat in the comments below. Thanks for tuning in, monster lovers. If you enjoyed this epic showdown, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more monstrous content. What battles should we explore next? Let me know below. Until next time, keep roaring and stay monstrous.